I now call the regular city council meeting to order at 9 o'clock. If you can please rise as the Vernon Police Department Honor Guard presents the colors. If participating remotely, please mute your microphone and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Left. Detail, home. Left, peace. Present, arm.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Post. Color. Order, arm. Left, peace. Forward, march. Left.
You may be seated. City Clerk, if you can please call the roll.
Mayor Lopez,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios,
Here.
Councilmember Merlot,
Here.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Here.
You have a quorum. Councilmember Davis is currently not present.
Thank you. City Clerk, do we have any changes to the agenda?
There are none.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll move Ibarra. I'll second Lario.
Motion by Councilmember Ibarra, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Larios to approve the agenda. I'll call the roll. Mayor Lopez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
Yes.
Councilmember Merlot,
Yes.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We will now take public comments from members of the audience. If you would like to provide a public comment, please come to the podium or use the raise hand button on Zoom. Do we have any public comments? Any hand raised on Zoom?
There are none.
Okay, thank you. We will now go on to presentations. Item number 1 is Employee Service Pin Awards for July 2022. Human Resources Director Earl will present this item.
Month of July, we had 3 employees achieve service milestones with the city. Unfortunately, they were not able to be in attendance this morning, so we'll make sure that they get their service awards. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now go on to agenda item number 2 is a proclamation recognizing retired employee Gerardo C. Farias. Human Resources Director Earl will present this item.
Actually, I'll read the proclamation, and if Mr. Farias could come forward.
Sure.
This is a proclamation of the mayor and the city council of the city of Vernon commending Gerardo C. Farias for his many years of service to the city of Vernon. Whereas Mr. Farias was employed by the city of Vernon since May 19th, 1991, and faithfully served the city of Vernon for over 31 years. And whereas he retired from the city of Vernon effective August 4th, 2022, as the street maintenance worker senior for the Public Works Department. And whereas during the course of his employment with the city of Vernon, he held the positions of utility man 4 effective May 19th, 1991, utility man 3 effective November 3rd, 2002, and street maintenance worker senior effective April 20th, 2014. And whereas over his career, he replaced over 1,000 signs under the high intensity sign replacement program, resulting in increased visibility of signs and safety of the public, was part of the team that transformed 6 city street islands by planting California-friendly drought-tolerant landscaping, thus contributing to the city's beautification and water efficiency efforts, and trained many new street maintenance workers, willingly sharing his knowledge, skill, and expertise to help those new employees succeed and to help create a strong work team. And throughout his distinguished career with the City of Vernon, Mr. Farias has won the deepest respect of his colleagues through his leadership and his many contributions to the city. And whereas it is an honor to express our appreciation for his exemplary service to the City of Vernon and wish him good health upon his retirement and for continued success in life's pursuits. Now therefore, the mayor and the city council of the City of Vernon, on behalf of its employees, residents, and businesses, hereby commend and thank Gerardo C. Farias for his many years of service to the city. This proclamation is being presented by the Honorable Mayor Leticia Lopez for and on behalf of the City Council of the City of Vernon, the 16th day of August, 2022.
Thank you. We will now go on to item number 3, is the swearing in ceremony for new police officer. Chief Sosa will present this item.
Good morning, Honorable Mayor, members of City Council, family and friends. When a new police officer is hired, the City Council hosts a public swearing-in ceremony in part to introduce the newest member of the department to the community in front of their family, friends, and coworkers. There have been police officer positions vacated due to retirements in police department over the past year. Leaving these positions vacant would negatively impact patrol deployments and would increase overtime costs to cover the shortages. To fill these vacancies, the police department, with assistance from the HR department, conducted a recruitment process. Based on a review of the qualifications of each eligible candidate and the completion of an extensive background investigation, it was determined that Rudy Hernandez was the best qualified candidate to fill the vacant police officer position. I now ask that Officer Hernandez come forward to take the oath of office that will be administered this morning by our city clerk, Lisa Pope.
Good morning. If you could please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name,
I, Rudy Hernandez,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservations
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Well, now, before we bring up Officer Hernandez's family to participate in the badge pinning ceremony, I want to take a moment to share something with him that I share with all of our new staff members. And it's something that was shared with me over 25 years ago when I started my career. As it is, really, it is a reminder that the name on the badge that you wear says who hired you, and the name tag on your nameplate says who raised you. I ask that you always represent them both with honor and integrity throughout your career. Now, just a little bit more about Rudy before we bring up his family. Rudy was born in Montebello and raised in the city of Huntington Park, California. Rudy possesses a bachelor's degree in criminology and justice studies from the California State University of Northridge. Rudy proudly serves in the U.S. Army National Guard Military Police Branch and holds the rank of second lieutenant. Rudy graduated from the Orange County Sheriff's Regional Training Academy on July 21st. Now, I'd like to call up Rudy's family. Attending today's ceremony is Rudy's mom, Ana Hernandez, father, Rutilio Hernandez, grandmother, Marcelina Gatti, aunt Blanca Rivera, and girlfriend Diana Martinez. And pinning Officer Hernandez's badge this morning will be his mother, Ana Hernandez, and his girlfriend, Diana Martinez. Please come forward. Pause for some pictures there, Rudy. Smile. This concludes our oath of office ceremony. And on behalf of myself and the men and women that make up the Vernon Police Department, I thank you for your attendance and participation this morning. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Congratulations. We will now take a short 5-minute recess. We are back from closed session at 9:16. We will now go on to the consent calendar. All matters listed on the consent calendar may be approved with one motion. Items may be removed from the consent calendar by any member of the council. Those items removed will be considered immediately after the consent calendar. Does council wish to pull any items from the consent calendar? None. Are there any public comments for the consent calendar? Do we have any raised hand buttons on Zoom?
There are none.
Okay, thank you. May I have a motion for consent calendar item numbers 4 through 13?
I'll move Ibarra.
I'll second. Merlot, sorry.
Motion by Councilmember Ibarra, seconded by Councilmember Merlot to approve the consent calendar. Mayor Lopez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
Yes.
Councilmember Merlot.
Yes.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We will now go on to agenda item number 14 is the League of California Cities 2022 Annual Conference Voting Delegate and Alternates. City Clerk Polk will present this item.
Good morning, Mayor and council members. The League of California Cities has its annual conference September 7th through 9th this year in Long Beach. As part of the conference, the membership considers and takes action on resolutions that establish Cal Cities policies. In order to vote at the annual business meeting, the league requires city council to take action to select a voting delegate and 2 alternates if it so desires. So at this time, it would be appropriate for the council to delegate those voting and alternates if anyone is attending the conference.
I was planning on attending. Are you?
Oh, perfect. So you want to do the voting delegate?
If you don't mind.
Perfect. Okay. Is that okay? Does that work with everyone?
Mhm.
Okay. Would anybody want to serve as the alternate? Okay.
So
One
it would
alternate is
be-
okay?
sure, it would be
Okay.
appropriate for a motion to appoint Councilmember Ibarra as the voting delegate and Mayor Pro Tem Larios as the alternate.
Okay, so we'll appoint.
We just need a
council
motion
member-
to that
okay,
effect.
So we'll motion to appoint Councilmember Ibarra and the alternate as the voting delegate and the alternate to be Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
I'll move. Mario.
I'll second Merlot.
Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Larios, seconded by Councilmember Merlot to appoint Councilmember Ibarra as the delegate and Mayor Pro Tem Larios as the alternate for the League of California Cities Annual Conference. Mayor Lopez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
Yes.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Yes.
Councilmember Merlot.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We will now go on to agenda item number 15 is the memorandum of understanding by and between the City of Vernon Police Management Association. Human Resources Director Earl will present the item.
Good morning again, Mayor and members of the City Council. As with the other city bargaining groups, the MOU between the city and the Vernon Police Management Association expired June 30th, 2022. Negotiations with the VPMA began on June 28th, and on August the 2nd, the parties reached a tentative agreement on a successor MOU. The key provisions of the new MOU include a 3-year term through June 30th, 2025, a 3% cost of living salary adjustment each year of the agreement, an increase in bilingual pay, the addition of language adding a 3rd tier of longevity pay to correct a CalPERS compensation reporting error, revision to the vacation accrual schedule, and minor language changes to update or eliminate outdated provisions. The fiscal impact of the new MOU for fiscal year 2022-2023 is approximately $40,000, and sufficient funds have been included in the salary and benefit accounts of the police department of the current fiscal year budget. And that concludes my report, and I'm available for any questions.
Does council have any questions for staff? Are there any public comments? Do we have any raised hand buttons on Zoom?
There are none.
Thank you. May I have a motion for item number 15?
I'll move. Ibarra.
Second, Mario.
Motion by Councilmember Ibarra, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Larios to adopt resolution number 2022-32, approving the MOU by and between the City of Vernon and the Vernon Police Management Association. Mayor Lopez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
Yes.
Councilmember Merlo.
Yes.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Yes.
Motion carries.
We will now go on to agenda item number 16 is the amendment to classification and compensation plan. Human Resources Director Earl will present this item.
Thank you. With the approval of the new MOU between the city and the Vernon Police Management Association, a revised Exhibit F of the city's class and comp plan is recommended for approval. The changes proposed incorporate the cost of living salary adjustments provided in the new MOU, and the fiscal impact was included in the adoption of the new MOU. That concludes my report.
Does council have any questions of staff? Are there any public comments? Any on Zoom?
There are none.
Thank you. May I have a motion for item number 16?
I'll move, Mario.
I'll second, Ibarra.
Motion by Mayor Pro Tem Larios, seconded by Councilmember Ibarra to adopt resolution number 2022-33, amending Exhibit F of the classification and compensation plan adopted by resolution number 2022-29 and amended by resolution number 2022-31 to incorporate cost of living adjustments for classifications represented by the Vernon Police Management Association. Mayor Lopez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Larios.
Yes.
Councilmember Merlo.
Yes.
Councilmember Ibarra.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Do we have any oral reports?
Yes, we do. So we'd like to welcome our Vernon Elementary students back to school for a new school year. Classes began yesterday, August 14th. As customary, Vernon Police Department was on hand to greet teachers, parents, and students as they arrived, and officers were monitoring the area and coming weeks for commuters to adjust to slower traffic in general vicinity of the school during drop-off and pickup times. The extra attention will help ensure safety of our community. I would also like to remind any nonprofits serving the Vernon area that the Vernon Community Fund is now accepting applications for the next round of grants. If you know of any community-based organizations serving the cities of Huntington Park, Maywood, Bell, Commerce, Vernon, and unincorporated areas known as East Los Angeles and Boyle Heights, please spread the word. Over $300,000 will be awarded. Information is available at the website vernoncommunityfund.org. Applications are due by September 30th, 2022. Upcoming city meetings, special Green Vernon Commission meeting, which is scheduled August 24th at 3:30 p.m. And the new business welcome breakfast is scheduled for September 14th, 2022 at 8 a.m. And that's all I have.
I have an oral report. This past weekend, I attended the Independent Cities Association Summer Seminar from August 11th through the 14th. The seminar featured informative sessions on the topics of water preservation, regional zero emissions transformation, and land use. The fiscal impact of attending this conference was approximately $2,520 and is within the amount allocated in the City Council's fiscal year 2022-23 budget. Does council have any other reports? Okay, we will now go on to closed session for agenda item number 17. We are back from closed session at 10:48.
Council met in closed session on one item and no reportable action was taken.
With no further business, I adjourn the council meeting at 10:48.